Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6, right here on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Boston. And we know their backs are against the wall. No room for error in this elimination game.
Yeah, having the home court tonight is a big boost for their confidence, but they need to stay in the moment. Can't look ahead to a Game 7. Take it one game at a time.
Here's Barry to the inside. Stolen away. Here's Abdul-Rahim over Lewis. Abdul-Rahim can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Outside, Lewis hits the three-point bomb. Lewis has got the opening field goal of the game for the Pacers.
And this is why Lewis takes so many of those threes, because of his ability to knock them down.
Outside, Pierce. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Tinsley. Pass to Bailey. Now Foster, the 17-footer. Pierce with the rebound.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Here's Terry. The kick out to Walker. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Pierce in the corner. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Tinsley. Terry covering. Pass to Crozier. It's in there. Tinsley with the assist.
Crozier making the catch and shoot look elementary.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Walker finds Pierce. It's hauled in by Barry.
He converts those at a high rate. Not that time.
Tinsley pass to Barry. And Indiana, another 3.
And how about the stroke there from Barry? Has such an effortless release on his 3-ball.
Outside, Pierce. Sinks the 3-pointer. Pierce has got 6.
Nice recognition of the closing defender. Got it away there in a hurry.
Now Tinsley. Pass to Barry. Now Tinsley. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Barry. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Terry. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Still without a basket. And the foul called on Rashard Lewis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Al Harrington's checked in for the Pacers.
Number 3, Al Harrington.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. Pierce for 3. The rebound by Crozier. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Barry. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Pierce. Boston again missing. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range.
And Harrington, quite the role player. A big man with a soft stroke can be prime time shooter when he gets it going.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And both free throws good for Harrington.
And this guy brings a lot of heart to his game, and that's something you have to respect. He's got that desire to make a difference on the floor.
Now here's Pierce. 6 points for him, and there it is for him. Pierce has got 8 points.
Pierce's jump shot makes quick work of the mid-range open, lethal from that area of the floor. Refined and perfected.
Here's Crozier. Walker with the rebound. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Still scoreless. Outside, Pierce. The Celtics working the ball around now. Shot by Terry, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Barry the pass to Foster. And it's Foster finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pierce kicks to Walker. The kick out to Pierce. A three-pointer off the mark. Pacers leading by 5. Now Tinsley. Pass to Harrington. Takes the 3. Rebound Boston. Walker dishes to Terry. Back to Walker. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Celtics making a switch here. The Pacers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Tinsley. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Harrington. Walker with some nice D. Celtics trail by 5. Now Harrington grabs the board. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from three-point line so far in the ballgame. Barry misses.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
Now here's Pierce. 8 points for him. Pass to Delp. Here's Zundov. 6 to shoot. Delp the pass to Walker. Over Tinsley. Shot's good by Walker.
And you know, anytime Twan touches it, he is thinking one thing: bucket.
Foster, that's good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harrington against Pierce. Off target from outside. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Harrington. Rebounded by the Celtics. Walker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Delp. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, give him credit for spotting the open shooter. That's just great court awareness.
Now Tinsley. Scoreless thus far. Here's Barry. They set the screen. Pull from the top of the key. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside, Walker. Back to Terry. From 12 feet out. Here is Sundov. Another shot. And it's Foster with the rebound. Foster's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Celtics trail by 4. And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's McCarty. He's guarded by Harrington. The Celtics working the ball around now. Taken away. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Pass to Radmanovich. Now Harrington. Here's Barry. He's got 5. Here's Foster, and it's Foster finishing it off.
Yeah, I'd call that a sturdy screen. Rolls to the rim and gets rewarded.
Now here's Terry. Outside, Walker puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Foster's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Strickland. Pass to Radmanovich. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's McCarty. He has yet to score. Here's Radmanovich. To the wing right side. Here's Strickland, guarded by Walker. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's McCarty on the wing, chasing Terry. Boston again missing. Indiana leading by 11. Pass to Strickland. .35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Radmanovich. Lock at 6. And the Pacers another 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Terry, the pass to Walker. On the wing, Jason Terry to end the cold streak. And it's Foster with the rebound. Foster's got 8 rebounds in this game. Harrington, the pass to Strickland. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Indiana sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the three-pointer by Boston. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Indiana making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Walker's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Strickland. Scoreless thus far. Here's Harrington. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. And the Pacers lead by 13.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
A nice shot by Delp.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Harrington. Here's Radmanovich, guarded by Walker. Fade away. That one doesn't drop.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Celtics passing it around. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pass to Booth. Takes it off the glass. Booth's got his first points of the night.
Got to convert those chances in tight.
Outside, Walker. Here's Delp. Misses the three. Pacers leading by 13. Strickland passes to Harrington. Here's Strickland. Nothing on the board. Back to Harrington. This one for three, and it's Strickland missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Walker. Here's Delp from past the arc. Strickland grabs the board. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Booth, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's how you run the two-man game. Very hard to stop that.
Timeout called the Celtics. Both teams deciding to change it up. Celtics trail by 15. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Terry. Pacers with the rebound. Their offense came out big in Saturday's game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Lewis misses. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Count it, good.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
Indiana leading by 13. Now Tinsley. Still without a basket. Lewis outside. It's in there. Tinsley with the assist. Tinsley's got 4 assists now tonight.
And snappy pass to a productive shooter. The moment Lewis has the ball, he's getting ready to shoot.
Now here's Terry. Here's Delp. They set the pick from the arc. And it's Radmanovich with the rebound. Indiana's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Pass to Tinsley. Here's Radmanovich. And Indiana, another three.
Boy, he had that one lined up.
Celtics trail by 19. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Abdur-Rahim, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Abdur-Rahim's got his first bucket in this one.
And you know what makes Abdur-Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use.
Now, here's Harrington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his first free throw of the game. So Isaiah Thomas has decided to call timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Paul Pierce is checked in for the Celtics. Foster's checked in for Indiana. The first one falls.
And, you know, Austin Crozier is one of those really nice complementary role players for this team. He's a big man that can score and also has some range with his game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's Boston now. 19-point game. And there's Terry. Still scoreless. The shot by Pierce will not go. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 14-6 run. Tinsley pass to Crozier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Paul Pierce. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Austin Crozier taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Barry's checked in for Al Harrington. And so he makes both from the line. Celtics trail by 21. Pass to McCarty. Pierce up top. Lewis covering. Pierce the pass to McCarty. Back to Pierce. 6 to shoot. And there's Terry. No good on the 3. Now Tinsley. Here's Crozier. Lewis on the wing. Terry covering. Good. Foster's got 10 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's Terry with the ball for Boston. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Shoots over Foster. The shot is good off the backboard. Abdur-Rahim's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when he has to, Abdur-Rahim can stretch things out, putting up that silky mid-range jump shot.
Now here's Lewis. For the 3. Terry grabs the board. Celtics trail by 21. Pass to Pierce. Here's Abdul-Rahim, defended by Foster. And it's good for 2. He's got 6.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
And here is Lewis. And the foul on Jason Terry. That's his first foul.
Third team foul. Checking in for your Celtics.
Here's Crozier. He has 7. Foster is screen on Terry. Just 5 on the clock. Foster. It's good on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Wow. Filling it up in a hurry.
Terry looking over the floor. Pass to Pierce. Here's Crotty. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pacers have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. No good on the free throw. Second free throw, no good.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Pierce for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Barry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Lewis. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Pierce. Here's Crotty. No scoring in this one. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Abdul-Rahim. The rebound by Crozier. Pacers leading by 21. Barry the pass to Tinsley. Here's Crozier. And Tinsley kicks to Lewis. Foster is screen on Pierce. Pass to Foster. Out to the wing. Here he goes.
Keeping active offensively, making things happen with movement.
Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Boston making a switch here. Walker's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Pacers leading by 19 points. So Isaiah Thomas has decided to call timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Bury the pass to Crozier. Now Foster. Stolen by Pierce. Pushing it up. All going up court. Shot's good by Walker. Pacers leading by 17. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Barry. Now here's Lewis. Shot clock at 5. And the layup is good. Lewis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just taking advantage of his body. Lewis absorbing the blow before finishing that one.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. He's got 6. Steps back and shoots. The shot by Pierce, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Lewis hits the bucket.
Nice job inside that time by Rashard Lewis, recognizing he had the advantage and attacked.
Now here's Terry. Tinsley covering. From the wing, nice shot by Terry. Terry's got his first 2 points.
Fantastic read by the ball handler, making the right decision in the pick and roll.
Here's Tinsley. Still yet to score. Here's Crozier, guarded by Walker. Here's Foster. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Pacers lead by 21. And it's Terry with the ball for the Celtics. Pass to Pierce. Looking to get it going. And it's Foster with the rebound. Foster's got 11 rebounds in the game. Barry the pass to Tinsley. From downtown. And so it's the Indiana Pacers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. And the Celtics with possession here. Pass to Sundown. Here's Abdur-Rahim. On the wing, too. Tinsley covering. Shot clock at 6. Terry kicks to Walker. Launches a 3. And it's Foster with the rebound. Foster's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Tinsley pass to Foster. And here is Lewis. Pass to Tinsley. Floats one. Rebound Boston. It's Pierce on the wing. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Nice ball movement by Boston. On the wing, Walker. Over Crozier. Here is Sundov. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Tinsley. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Barry, who is outside. Now Tinsley. Over Terry. Here's Foster, and it's Foster finishing it off.
Finishing things off there with a dunk.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Pierce. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Pierce has got 10 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Tinsley. Here's Barry. Here's Crozier. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
Crozier really solid from behind the three-point line. You got to defend him. Otherwise, he'll space the floor for you.
Walker looking for an opening. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pacers leading by 22. Barry the pass to Tinsley. Pass to Barry. Lets the three fly. And Sundog pulls it down. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Back to Walker. And there's Terry. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a size disadvantage, clearly, but Terry still found a way to make it work.
Now Tinsley. Still scoreless. There's the three. And Crozier gets it to go. Crozier's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pacers. Outside Pierce. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Lewis. To the inside. Barry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Barry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Pass to Crozier. Down low. It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Left side, Terry. Here's Abdur-Rahim. The kick out to Pierce. Buries it from three-point range. Pierce has got 13.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Pass to Crozier. They get it back. Foster. And no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Terry the pass to Walker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Pierce. It's rebounded by Indiana. Crozier's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lewis. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Pass to Sundog. And the foul called on Rashard Lewis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Walker kicks to Pierce. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shot's good by Walker.
And Walker, more than capable stretch forward. A big man with range for days. And how about the confidence?
Here's Tinsley. Still yet to score. Pass to Lewis. To the left wing. Shoots it. The shot's good from Barry.
Boy, that pass there, on time, on point. Nice play.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Terry outside. Pass to Walker. He's looking for Tinsley and finds him. Here's Crozier from deep. The shot comes out. Walker with some nice deep. Outside Pierce. Pass to Sundog. It's Pierce on the wing. 13 points in the game. Indiana leading by 23. Now Tinsley. Terry covering. Stolen by Walker. Outside Pierce. And there's Terry. Tinsley covering. Back to Pierce. With the floater. Got a piece of it.
This is the kind of rim protection he brings. Superb work coming away with the block.
Tinsley with the bucket.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Looking coming on the court, it's your Boston Dancers.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Radmanovich comes in for Jeff Foster. And Al Harrington subbed in for Lewis. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside, Walker. Terry outside. Outside, Pierce. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Pierce has got 8 points in the quarter.
Pierce out there running the show. Makes the call and then creates a nice opening.
Here's Tinsley. Pass to Radmanovich. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Terry bringing it up for Boston. Outside, Walker. Now here's Pierce. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Barry.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Terry, following the score by Indiana. Left side, Pierce. Al Harrington grabs the board. The Pacers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. And Crozier gets it to go.
Yeah, when Austin Crozier finds his rhythm, he's going to continue to stay aggressive. I like that attitude.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Pierce. Out to the right wing. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Indiana shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Here's Harrington, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Delk. It's Pierce on the wing. Over Harrington. It's rebounded by Indiana. 1:21 left to play in the third. Here's Tinsley. Terry covering. Here's Radmanovich. No good on the triple. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Pierce. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And Indiana shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Boston ball. Substitution on the court.
Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Crotty the pass to Abdur-Rahim. The rebound by Booth.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Harrington. He has 6. Lewis with it. Over Delp. Lewis misses. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Pass to Harrington. Now here's Lewis. Here's Booth. Buries it down low.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Lewis, right side. And Boston with the rebound. To the wing on the left. Delp the pass to Abdur-Rahim. And that one, good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pass to Booth. Now, here's Harrington. Defense right on him. It's rebounded by McCarty. The Celtics shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Lewis gets the bucket.
And the lefty stroke of Lewis, his jumper looks so good coming out of his hand.
Outside Terry. And no good that time. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Radmanovich the pass to Lewis. Here's Radmanovich. Pass to Strickland. Inside, here's Lewis, and he dunks it down.
And so far, Lewis has been really aggressive with the shot, and it's creating results.
Here's McCarty. Outside Terry. That one misses. Here's Strickland. Terry covering. Down low. Outside for Harrington. Radmanovich, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Booth, and that one is hammered home.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Indiana. Out left to the wing. Boston again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Rebound, Boston. To the inside, McCarty banked in off the glass.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Here's Booth. Here's Harrington. It's rebounded by McCarty. McCarty's got 4 rebounds in this game. Terry, and he banks in the layup.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Here's Strickland. Terry covering. Lewis with the 3. And Boston with the rebound. McCarty's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 ball. Dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
So active a player. The big man, Abdur-Rahim, is solid at getting to the offensive glass.
Here's Delp. to the paint. The tray. It's good from long range.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
So Isaiah Thomas has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Strickland. Pass to Harrington for three. Indiana again missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Pierce. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Al Harrington.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with it.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
He throw good, Paul Pierce.
He stands 6'7" with guard skills. Paul Pierce is quite a unique player. I mean, he can do everything offensively, and I think the team's lucky to have him.
Payne, he's checked in for Harper. And both free throws good for Paul Pierce. Indiana leading by 22. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Ryan's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Pierce. Pass to Delk. To the middle, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Radmanovich. And once again off the mark by Indiana. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 17-7 run. A nice shot by Delk.
Gotta admire those handles. It opens things up when you can control the ball like that.
Pacers leading by 18. Down low. Here's Bryant. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Strickland. Pass to Radmanovich. Here's Strickland. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. And Vlade Radmanovich hits from deep. And the Pacers lead by 21.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by Boston.
Here's Delk. Pass to Pierce. Nice D from Bryant.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Nice shot by Booth.
What a great job keeping his head on a swivel and finding his teammate.
The Celtics call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
lines up with the new group on the floor. Swiped it away. Lewis passes to Crozier, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-5 run. Outside, Walker. Outside, Pierce. They get the rebound. Shot's good by Walker.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
5 to shoot. Lewis passes to Foster. Celtics passing it around. Here's Abdul-Rahim, and he can't bank that one in. Here's Lewis. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
A great job on the assist, scanning the floor and finding that open look.
Now here's Terry. Walker with a clean look. That 3 off the mark.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Now Tinsley. Pass to Crozier. Foster is screen on Walker. Elbow shot. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Walker. Here's Pierce. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Some changes for Indiana. And there's Terry. Clock at 4. Over Strickland. Nice shot by Terry.
And that's all the space he needs from that range.
Pacers leading by 21. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to Booth. 4 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. For 3 points, Harrington. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry. And it's Terry with the ball for Boston. They double-team Walker. Outside, Pierce. Here's Sundov. Left side, Walker. The wide-open look here for Terry. 3, good!
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Pacers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so this will do it. They'll end up taking the series in 6 games, 4-2.
Yeah, it gives them just a little bit of time to rest and study some tape. They've got a much tougher hill to climb in the next round.
Here's Terry. The Pacers making the shot. And he gets it to go! There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now, here's Harrington. Defense is right there. That one is off. And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for Boston. They trail by 18. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's guarded by Harrington. Shot clock at 6. And they do it, they'll move on to round 2. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.